So what is teaching? Well, we're going to get some help from the word itself in creating a definition. So if you break the word into three separate parts and then expand each of those parts into three full words, you get tethering achievers ingeniously. So what is teaching? Teaching is tethering achievers ingeniously. Let's look at the implications of this. First, tethering. Oftentimes teaching is pitched as this means of expanding the students. In reality, though, it's the opposite. When you sit a student in a classroom and have them just study math, you're tethering them to math. And you can't even have them explore all of math. You need to tether them to a very specific portion of math. That's a very small area that they get to study. So real teaching is about tethering with purpose, giving them a refined area for a reason to study. And understanding too that students are achievers. This is very dangerous. Students want to achieve something. So if you don't give them something that they perceive as valuable to achieve, they will turn on you. So you must be very ingenious in how you tether these students. Now normally you just tether them into a room and give them a specific topic that's already been verified as a good topic. The problem is achievers want to do something unique, something exciting, something that's never been brought into the world before. So if you just sit them in a room with things that have already been done, they're going to get upset, frustrated, confused, and angry. And that's what we're facing in schools today. We do have another option though, and that's to bring the students into something that's going to bring tangible value in the world. So instead of having them study things that already exist, you're going to bring them into a professional level creation that's going to bring real material financial value into the world around them. So teaching tethers students to a professional creation. Let's go a little further here. How to create teaching. The first thing you want to do is professionally involve students. And here's the first hurdle. The teacher needs to be involved in creating something at a professional level already. This has to be in process. Then you involve the students in that ongoing process to bring something truly valuable into the world. But the students want more than being involved. They want a partnership with the teacher. Now they don't want to lead this project, this professional level creation, but they want an important role, a partner level role. And even though their role might be a small area, they want that to be their part, their area. And of course the teacher will oversee, but the student wants that partnership. But it needs to go even further than this, because you can kind of hide the students over here and give them this thing that looks important, but it's actually not. That's very dangerous. You don't want to do that, because the student will eventually find out and then either be very angry with you, or they will accept their identity as an individual who cannot be valuable, who cannot bring creational potential into the world. So the final portion of teaching is true co-creation. The teacher and all the students are together co-creating something that truly has value in the world, that's going to transform this fallen realm we've seen into something more glorious than it already is. So students want a co-creational partnership with a professional creator. And there you can see how far we are in our current educational system from what teaching is supposed to be. The teacher is bringing this amazing creation into the world, and they're gathering up students, talented students, potential-laden students, and bringing them into that creation to bring it forth together. So why create teaching then? This is a lot of work. You have a teacher who's involved in a professional level creation, and you bring in these students, these potential-laden students, into that project, and you work together. That's a lot of ongoing work. Why do this? Well, first, to benefit the creation. The teacher has to believe that bringing these students in, it's not charity. Each of these students is a free-willed, unique human being. Therefore, the potential benefits they can bring to the creation are truly limitless, and the teacher has to believe that. Additionally, the teacher has to believe that the end result, the individuals who receive the creation, who will be blessed by the creation, that will have tangible benefit because of the students. The students' involvement in the project will make the end result better for those that are going to receive that creation. And third, the benefit is also to the next creation. Whenever you have a dynamic team that works together like this on a project, when the project is complete, there's a synergy there that allows the next creation to be brought forth with even greater energy and greater focus and greater relevance than the previous. And that's very exciting. So you can see here, though, that teaching is about benefiting the creation that's being formed, those who will receive that creation, making it more tangible to them, and then preparing the way for the next creation. As you think about this, you'd say, well, what about benefiting the students, though? And maybe even benefiting the teacher? Shouldn't teaching benefit the teacher and the students? And absolutely not is the answer. Human beings were not created to be benefited by creation. We were here to benefit, to give a blessing, not be blessed. So all the sin, all the wickedness, all the corruption is about us trying to use the world around us to benefit ourselves, when in actuality we're supposed to be the source of blessing for this world that we live in. So in the end, we need to grasp that teaching never benefits students or the teachers. It's about coming together as creators to bring forth a unique creation that will bless the world. So in the end, we need to look at who creates teaching. Who's going to go through all this? Who's going to step through all these difficult learning processes with the students, and the teacher who's going to lead this project? Who's going to do this? Well, first, those who reject learning by dictation. When you tether students into a room and give them information that has already been known, already been discovered, it's very clear that they're being caged. They can feel it and they get angry. More so, when you dictate information that already exists, you're just reprocessing, regurgitating this information and throwing it at the students. They feel a repulsiveness in that you don't feel that they're ready to create at a professional level. Additionally, those who reject learning by research will truly consider teaching. Now, research is when you look at all the information and then you create a conclusion about what happened. Now, when that takes place, the researcher believes they're actually discovering what happened. In reality, they're creating a theory about what happened. The world itself and creation and God knows what actually happened. The human theories about what happened are utterly irrelevant. They don't mean anything. So if you try to teach by research, you're just teaching how to create irrelevant theories, which is nice, might be interesting, but it has no bearing. It's going to bring no actual real value into the world. And lastly, the people who will actually pursue teaching are those who reject learning by modeling. Now, normally modeling is held up as the highest form of teaching. In reality, it's the highest form of deception, because when you place yourself as the model, you're putting your students in a cage, and the only way they can escape that cage is becoming you. And that is immoral and horrifically destructive. Instead, you bring your students into your professional creation. You're not the creation. The creation's not the model. You're working together as co-creational partners in bringing forth this blessing. So we can see, in summary, teaching makes creations and not creators. God Himself resurrects the soul and teaches the soul how to be a creator. Then human souls come together and we bring forth blessed creations.